Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So now I am going to discuss about the Finance Commission of India. So this is a hit list topic of UPSC examination, especially those who are going to attempt for this civil services and all. So the key points which you have to focus, I believe I have strongly included inside this video session. So first point you have to remember is it's a constitutional body, and second one you have to think is why such a commission. It is for the purpose of allocation of certain revenue resources between the union and the state governments. Now, why we are telling it as constitutional body? It is because it is established under Article 280 of Indian Constitution by Indian President. When was it formed? It was formed in 1951. Again, like I mentioned earlier, to define financial relations between the center and the states. Now, this topic is important for mains as well, for your GS paper 2. So, make it a point you study this properly. And the 15th Finance Commission released a report titled Finance Commission COVID Times on 1st February 2021. Okay, so 15th Finance Commission released a report titled Finance Commission COVID Times. That heading is like that, on 1st February 2021. Now, do you know one of the member recently joined in the 15th Finance Commission? If you know, what is his name? His name was Ajay Narayanan Jha. Sri Ajay Narayanan Jha recently joined in the 15th Finance Commission as its member. Now, I already mentioned that this Finance Commission is establishing under the Article 280. Now, you have to get a thorough knowledge of what Article 280 is. 280. So, Article 280, as per this particular article, it mentions President after 2 years of the commencement of Indian Constitution and thereafter every 5 years has to constitute a Finance Commission of India. Okay. Then, it shall be the duty of the Commission to make recommendations to the President in relation to which all matters, the below mentioned matters, that is distribution between Union and the states of the net proceeds of taxes which are to be may be divided between them, and the allocation between the states of the respective shares of such proceeds. Next one, the Commission shall determine their procedure and shall have such powers in the performance of their functions as Parliament may by law confer on them. Then, the principles which should govern the grants and aid of the revenues of the states out of the consolidated fund of India. So, these are all the duty of the Commission. Okay. Then, President can also constitute Finance Commission before the expiry of 5 years as he considers necessary. So, that is a twist in this topic. You have to be careful with it. Then, related to this Finance Commission, one more article is there. That is Article 281. What does it mention? President has to lay recommendation made by Finance Commission and its explanatory memorandum before each house of the Parliament. So, this is what Article 281 says. Now, Finance Commission President can constitute on time considered necessary by him. Okay. Then, Finance Commission's composition you ought to know, like chairman and its members. Chairman heads the commission and it presides over the activities, like the public affairs. He should have public affairs experience and all. Then 4 members are there. The Parliament determines legally the qualifications of members of commission and the selection methods. Though it is appointed by President, it is the Parliament who determines the qualifications. So here are the twist areas where UPSC can confuse all of us. Hope you got the point. Then, what are the qualifications to become a chairman or member inside Finance Commission? First one, 4 members should be there and 4 members should have been qualified as High Court judges, knowledgeable in finance or experienced in financial matters and are in administration. Then they should possess, or else they should possess knowledge in economics. Then, as you know, all the appointments are made by the President of the country. Okay. Now, after appointment, we need to think about the ground on which the disqualification of members happen. Disqualification happens when he or she is found to be of unsound mind. Okay. Then, what about the tenure of office of member of Finance Commission? The tenure again is specified by the President of India, and in some cases, chances are there the members can get reappointed, because why I am stressing is reappointed is certain constitutional designations are there where such a thing is not possible, like reappointment is not possible. So UPSC might confuse you with this aspect. So here in some certain cases, the members of Finance Commission can be reappointed. Okay. So you have to note it. Then the members shall give part-time or service to the commission as scheduled by the President. Then the salary of the members is as per the provisions laid down by the Constitution. Okay. So that also you have to note. Then, what are the functions of Finance Commission of India? One function we know, to allocate the shares between center and state. Other than that, what is there? Other than that, functions involve it involves making recommendation to the president on the following issues, like the principles governing the grants and aid to the states by the center out of the consolidated fund of India. Then second one, any other matter referred to it by the president in the interest of sound finance. Then, as we have discussed earlier, the net tax proceeds distribution to be divided between center and the states, allocation of the same between states. Then fourth function is the commission decides the basis for sharing the divisible taxes by the center and states and the principles that govern the grants and aid to the states every 5 years. Then the next function, Finance Commission evaluates the rise in the consolidated fund of a state. Why they do that? In order to affix the resources of the state, panchayats and municipalities. Then Finance Commission has sufficient powers to exercise its functions within its activity domain. Then last function, as per Code of Civil Procedure 1908, the Finance Commission has all the powers of a civil court. So it can call witnesses, ask for the production of a public document or record from any office or court. Then comes the advisory role of Finance Commission. See, the recommendations made by Finance Commission are not binding upon the government. That means it is up to the government to implement its recommendations on granting money to the states. In other words, nowhere it is mentioned in the constitution regarding this thing. Understood? Regarding this binding and advisory role of Finance Commission. That is regarding it. Then some extra points you have to remember, like the first Finance Commission constituted was under chairmanship of Sri K.C. Niyogi. It happened in the year 1952 on 6th April. Then who is the current chairman of Finance Commission? It's Nand Kishore Singh. Then full-time members, who are they? Current full-time members, who are they? Sri Ajay Narayan Jha, I told just before in my beginning of this video. Then Ashok Lahiri and Anup Singh. So full-time members now in Finance Commission are Sri Ajay Narayan Jha, Sri Ashok Lahiri and Anup Singh. Okay. Current chairman is Nand Kishore Singh. So I am linking the thing with dynamic and which one? Static areas. Then, what are the key recommendations of the Finance Commission? That is 15th Finance Commission is going on. What are its key recommendations? See, for horizontal devolution, the 15th Finance Commission states 12.5% weightage to demographic performance, 45% to income, 15% each to population and area, 10% to forest and ecology, 2.5% to tax and fiscal efforts. Okay, so this you have to remember. Then, what about the Finance Commissioner for a state? Finance Commissioner is there for state also. It is mentioned under Article 243I of Constitution of India, where governor of a state is required to constitute such a Finance Commission every 5 years. Okay, state level it is governor. So that's all guys. I think I have touched almost all the key areas regarding Finance Commission. So those who can't understand by one go, like one hearing, you can play back the videos again and again. But this is a hit list topic. You can expect questions for both mains as well as prelims in your upcoming examination. So thanks for watching my video session. Take care. Bye.